Hi Aquarius, this is your reading for the full moon in Aries, which is happening right now, as a matter of fact, as I'm reading this for you. So this is a reading for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Aquarius. I'm going to pull an astrology card to see what energy is affecting you the most for this full moon in Aries. Conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer. Chiron is an asteroid, but very strong energy that reflects our deepest, darkest wounds and our childhood wounding and traumas and the patterns and habits and addictions that we, coping mechanisms that we develop in adulthood from all that is all linked together. Okay, so Aquarius. Too many. Let's take a look at them though. House 6, sextile, and Gemini. Curiosity, intellect, combination of tension and flow, potentially a rewarding situation, establishing a foundation, health, daily life and practice. Okay, so we'll keep these, Aquarius. So you have a curiosity about what is going on with you currently. It's piquing the intellect. This could have to do with Mercury going direct. So that our mind, Mercury is all about our mind, and maybe you're finally starting to expand the mind. While you're going through times of a push-pull energy, Saturn and Uranus square. We're in the last final round of that, the end of this year. Actually, it's very strong right now. So Saturn is our boundaries and restrictions, and I'm reading this as the boundaries and restrictions we put on ourselves, although it could be outside sources as well. Uranus wants to break free. Saturn's like, I want to stay safe. I want to stay the way it is. So there's that push-pull energy, and it's linked to a lot of challenges and obstacles that we're facing currently. But there's always potential for great rewards when we're going through that, as long as you choose from the heart and choose for you. The 6th house is all about your daily life, your practical day-to-day things that you do, as well as your establishing a home base or a foundation, even within yourself. It also has to do with your health. So let's get a little deeper into this for you, Aquarius. So something in your day-to-day life is changing, or you've got this push-pull energy, this, Saturn-Uranus square. You might want to be, your soul wants to break free from something, and your mind is telling you it's not safe. But then also your mind is telling you, well, maybe it is safe. You're curious now, like, how do you manifest? How do people actually change careers and all that without complete and utter, devastation? Well, let's keep going, Aquarius, and see. Okay. We have the waiting game. First card out. The waiting game. So it's like round and round we go. We keep going through cycles and layers of our own consciousness and unpacking certain things that we don't need to take with us on our journey anymore. But I'm also getting that there's been a lot of waiting around for you, Aquarius. Maybe you're waiting for something outside of yourself to shift and change, or someone outside of yourself to shift and change, and you've been waiting a long time. And the reason is because you're waiting on you. You have to do the changes, internal, be the change. So there's a lot of internal things. And also with the link to the subconscious mind, emotional body and subconscious mind are holding you in this waiting game. Not a fun place to be, but we do learn a lot. Definitely learn a lot when we're in the waiting game. So there's a purpose for everything here. But just realize that you're waiting on yourself. You're going through a big transformation. This flew out, Aquarius. big changes happening internally. And as we change internally, then our external world begins to change too. The way we perceive our external world begins to change a lot, big time. And life in general. All right. Oh, okay, Aquarius. So there are supportive energies surrounding you. This could be family or friends, or even just a friend or somebody that is a source of support, a therapist, a doctor. You want to engage with them and celebrate life with them. Allow them to assist you in elevating your mood, your energy, yourself. But at the same token, you want to choose wisely who you allow in your friend circle, who you allow in your environment. I'm getting from the past, the bottom of the deck here is harmony. Maybe you were stuck in some very disharmonious relationships in the past. Yeah, balance below that. And you really need to bring some balance into your life and your relationships. Maybe there's not equal give and take. So this just speaks of using your discernment. You can feel these things out. There are a lot of red flags that are shown to us right away, but sometimes we get so excited that there's like somebody that we like that's around, and we sweep it all under the rug and just brush off the red flags until it's too late. And then it's like, oh, I wish I would have paid attention to those red flags a little bit more, right? So let's keep going here, Aquarius. What are we going to do here? Let's go into the waiting game. It's all about bringing harmony into your relationships, because the sun is in Libra opposing the moon. The moon in Aries is I am. It's all about the self. It's all about I am. And then Libra, where the sun and Venus both are opposing this moon, is all about relationships and balance and justice within relationships. So that's quite a dynamic, and we are all getting a good hard look at who we are in our relationships to other people. What part do we play? Are we authentic? Are we our true self? Are we giving too much? Are we taking too much? 10 of Discs and 7 of Cups. Well, it seems as though that's what you've been waiting on. Exactly what I just said. You're waiting on someone or something in your home life or your community or your circle. This also speaks of legacy. This is something that you're deeply tied to come around into an equal give and take, equal reciprocity. That's been a waiting on for a long time there, Aquarius. Let's see. What about transformation? This also speaks of codependency patterns, people pleasing. So you want to really take a good hard look at like how you act in your relationships and how you feel in them. Are you giving too much? Are you getting the same in return? This is what the universe wants you to take a deeper look at during this full moon cycle, or whenever you're watching this video. It does not have to be during the full moon in Aries if you're resonating with the messages. Time is not linear. We always circle back to energies. Tell me about transformation. Let's go a little deeper into that. For Aquarius. Thank you. Justice. That's what the big shift is for you, Aquarius. That's what's transforming. It's always internal first. As within, so without. Allow the changes to take effect within yourself. Give yourself that balance. Give yourself what you desire from others. There's justice here. There's going to be some big time justice within your relationship dynamics here as you go through and allow the changes and shifts to happen for you. Rejoice in celebration. This is a time for you to break out of your shell a little bit, Aquarius, and get out into the world, rejoice, start to live life, celebrate life. The universe has your back. The universe has your back. Judgment through this awakening process. And it can be a glorious process with beautiful souls attached to it. It all just takes a matter of receiving. The Four of Swords is just speaking of also give yourself that downtime whenever you feel you need it. Some rest and recovery time is definitely being called for everybody. All of my readings, this is coming out. So as you feel your energy deplete, check yourself. Are you giving your energy away, or is it just time to take a rest? Listen to your body. That's definitely part of house 6, your health and your overall health. So your daily life is going to be changing massively, Aquarius. Maybe you're going to have a new career, or maybe you're moving, or maybe you're meeting somebody new. Queen of Discs, choose wisely. Yeah, to choose wisely. You don't want to go back into old patterns. This speaks of materialism and just basically the status quo, the things that we're programmed and conditioned to think that we need and want. And that always steers us in the wrong direction. Instead, go from how you feel, from the heart, not what other people say. When we make choices and decisions based off of what other people's opinions are, what other people, this is worrying about other people and what they're going to say, and or just like not having the confidence to make my own choices. So I have to ask, like, I don't know what to do. Can somebody help me? You're living your life for somebody else telling you what to do. That is never a good thing to do. So choose wisely. The star at the bottom, Aquarius. This is very healing energy. What you're going through right now is a healing process, which will expand you into also the energy of hope. Hope is very, keeping hope alive. But this is extremely, an extremely healing time for you right now, Aquarius. So enjoy the process, because the joy is in the journey. There is no destination. We humans are conditioned and programmed to think that I'll do all of this so that I can get here, so that I can have that. And you're not even enjoying your process. You're just always thinking about what you're trying to get. And that is actually the opposite of what the universal laws govern here. So don't live your life as a so that. Live it for the moment now, through the entire journey. Know that there is no destination. The whole point of being here is to learn, evolve, grow, self-awareness, self-understanding, because we were all born into this world whole, and then we were conditioned and programmed and socially conditioned and losing parts of ourselves. We have fragmented parts everywhere. We want to gather all of those inner child parts and back to wholeness. That's the name of the game. But through that, learning, growing, evolving, expanding, and loving every moment of it. Where are we at? We'll dive a little deeper into this for you, Aquarius. Okay, we're going to use these big cards. These cards are great. They're just a little too big for my hands. They have great messages. And apparently there's a message in here for you, Aquarius. So let's see what that is. And don't worry about making mistakes. I don't know why I'm saying this, but something is coming up. Maybe somebody listening to this is a little bit of a perfectionist. Take the word mistake out of your vocabulary and change it with discoveries. There are no mistakes, only discoveries. And don't let your past define who you are. The Hanging Man. So currently the universe may have you in a holding pattern. I call it the void, but it's just like when nothing really is going on in life. And maybe if you had plans to either meet up with people or go somewhere or do something, they fell through. That's because the universe wants you in the hangman position so that you can see your situation in a new perspective, in a new light, to gain new understanding. And we can only do this when we have time alone in solitude and really do the work to reflect on our life and our choices and decisions and where we want to go from here. So you're in the hangman. It's a little different from the hermit. The hermit is when we like purposely put ourselves in solitude. The hangman is when the universe puts us in solitude. To do some shadow work there, Aquarius. And the shadow work can be painful. It can be even scary, but we have 3 of crystals too. So you have your spirit guides, the universe, your higher consciousness working with you. This is the Trinity working with you through your shadow. The shadow is just aspects of ourself that we deny, suppress, do not want to accept, that are aspects of ourselves, but they're aspects of our wounded child, wounded inner child. So we have to go back and retrieve those parts of ourselves and bring them back into wholeness so that they're not fragmented parts that just act amok whenever and we're unconsciously. So if you have a drink or just you're in a weird energy and something blurs, like your shadow comes out. Know your shadow. Everybody has a shadow, and most people can see other people's shadows while we can't see our own. It's a blind spot. But when you're aware of it, then you see it. Then you're aware of it, and it changes. So go through this process of doing your shadow work. Your inner child is crying out, please see me. These are parts of yourself that have been suppressed, repressed, never received emotional support through a painful period in life. And we have many of them that our mind, our conscious minds blank out because we want to just keep moving on. But that pain stays internally. It stays in the subconscious too. And that's what we actually create and manifest from, is the subconscious, not the conscious mind. So allow the shadow work to assist you. And it's going to, we have a depth of flames and divine justice. So you definitely have the universe working with you right now to bring balance back into your life, bring you back to wholeness. And the adept of flames is just gaining a much, much deeper self-awareness and self-understanding of yourself. That's beautiful. I'm just looking out my window right now and I have 2 giant deer that are in my yard eating the birdseed that fell from my bird feeder. Deer always represent the mother, the nurturing. So that might be a message for you, Aquarius, to get in touch and nurture yourself and get in touch with your feminine energy, your receptive, intuitive side. So let's pull an advice card for you for this moon. For Aquarius. Sometimes we can get help with shadow work. There are practitioners out there that will do work with you, and there's also, you can go into somatic therapy if cognitive therapy isn't helpful. Somatic therapy will really dig deep into the parts of us that are so unconscious that our conscious mind cannot conjure up, but it's still aspects of ourselves that are kind of creating problems in our life. Let's see. Advice for Aquarius, please. These deer are so cute. They're big. I love nature. I wish I could show you. And as soon as I turn my camera around, they'll run away. You are good enough. Oh, Aquarius, this is all about your self-esteem and self-confidence. You are good enough. I'm going to read this from the book for you. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Again, linked to maybe abandonment wounds, rejection wounds from childhood. Okay. You are good enough. It's time to really be honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to be honest. You need to honestly answer the question, have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. So this is telling me that, you know, this is all about your self-esteem. And if you have negative self-talk patterns, that's going to reflect on a lot of aspects of your life. And, you know, again, the law of mirroring. If you're talking negatively to yourself, then other people are going to treat you the same way. So treat yourself with that love and respect and honor that you wish others to treat you with as well, and you will receive that. So this is the reading for you for the full moon in Aries. If you like this video, please click the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That's a great energetic exchange that will help me and help this channel grow, as well as help get the messages out to more and more people who may need to hear them. So that would be greatly appreciated. Take care. Bye.